Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. A question I get asked a lot is what's better to run in the saddlebags for bass? 2/8 in each bag or 1/10 in each bag? I'm going to have a series of videos explaining subwoofers, how they work in the enclosure, port calculations. So this video is probably the simplest out of all of them. So I wanted to break it down the most simple terms possible so more people could understand. The other videos are going to be more complicated because there's a lot of math involved. So picking between 8s and 10s is very simple. It depends on the kind of sound that you want. People always want the loudest bass to play the lowest, and you got to pick one. You can't have it all. So if you do, and then the other problem is, are you using stock bags, extended stock bags, or aftermarket bags? Because it all comes down to airspace. What people don't realize is this is a stock extended bag. There is less than 1 cubic foot of airspace in this bag. So if you want really loud, deep bass, you need a lot of airspace, and you're gonna have to port. The problem with porting is once you port an enclosure, most of the time you typically need double the volume for the subwoofer to do its job. So it's become a fad that everybody recommends: sealed imported, sealed imported, sealed imported. There's a lot of questions that have to be asked first. How much space do you have available? What woofer are you gonna run? How much power are you gonna run? Then what people don't realize is once you port a bag, it makes tuning 20 times harder. Sealed is a lot more forgiving. Sealed is a lot more predictable. So you can make a mistake on a sealed bag and not affect the sound that much. You make a mistake on a port, you could destroy the woofer, actually lose output, or just not get it to sound right at all. So let's say we're talking about a stock bag under 1 cubic foot. If you run 2/8 in each bag, it will play louder than running a single 10 in each bag. But if you run a single 10 in each bag, it will play lower because a 10 in the same enclosure is able to play a little bit lower than an 8. Now, here at the shop, if we run 8s in the bags, we'll do 2/8 in the bag sealed, because let's use the Ground Zero Hydrogen series. So the GZHW20XSPL. Minimum airspace it'll work with is 0.25. And you gotta remember, you gotta multiply that times 2 because there's 2 of them. So that's half cubic foot before woofer displacement. What woofer displacement is, this is an 8-inch woofer. Once you put in a 1 cubic foot box, that is no longer 1 cubic foot of airspace in the box because the speaker is displacing some of the air, which means the speaker takes up some of the room in that box. So you have to remove the amount of air that the speaker takes away, physically itself being in the box, from your calculations. So if you're running a stock bag with less than a cubic foot and you run 2/8, Ground Zero is saying that the minimum, absolute minimum you can run for their woofers is 2.5 cubic feet. So that's half a cubic foot, and that's before woofer displacement. So now imagine if you try and port this stock bag. So now when you port a bag, here's typical port, you also have to subtract the displacement of the port. So the amount of air, even though the air inside the port, that does not get counted towards the airspace in the bag because that air belongs to the port. So you have to subtract the port, this area, the woofer displacement, this area, from the available airspace. So now you can see that if you're running in a stock bag 2/8, there is not a lot of airspace left over for you to do a port. You could physically fit the port in the bag, but then the airspace left in that enclosure is almost nothing. And then when you put a woofer in a box or a bag that's too small, what happens is the frequency starts going up. So if you place these woofers in half a cubic foot, they will play down to 45 hertz comfortably. If you put in less than that, your low, you start losing your low bass and the resonant frequency starts going up and up and up, and then you end up with a woofer that's at like 70 or 80 hertz, which you don't want because you lose all your low bass. So that's why we run a lot of 10s in bags, because you can get a lot of mid-bass 10s to work in under a cubic foot, and you can get away with porting a lot of them if you pay attention to specs and do your measurements properly. So if you want to use a port calculator, you can go on the 12volt.com, and they have a simple program. You measure the airspace in the bag. They'll show you how to measure the airspace in the bag. And then it's a simple calculator. You tell it what size port you're using. 3-inch port is the most popular for saddlebags. So you type in the port, the airspace you've calculated in the bag after displacement, and your target tuning frequency. Most of these bags end up with a tuning frequency around 50 hertz and a port that's between 9 and 10 inches long, 3 inches in diameter, just because of the space available in the bag. And that's when you're running stock bags. So I prefer, and then there's the cost factor too. Let's say we're using Euphoria Expert 8s and 10s for carbon fiber, for example. On average, 2 10s run you around $1,000. So 8s will literally cost you double that, because it's 2 8s in each bag at $500 each. So there's a cost factor. You're literally paying double for the equipment. There's the airspace factor, and then the amount of power you have available. So the Euphoria Expert 8-inch mid-bass have a huge voice coil, and so does the 10-inch. So the 10 can easily handle 500 to 1,000 watts all day. The 8s can easily handle 500 to 800 watts each all day. So to get maximum performance out of these speakers, obviously with a proper tune, you would need 2,000 to 3,000 watts to run the 8s, and 1,200 to 2,000 watts to run the 10s, maybe even more. I know people running 3,000.1 on 2 of these Euphoria 10s. On the proper tune, they can take a ridiculous amount of power. So the choice is not that simple, but you have to figure out how much airspace you have available, what your budget is to pay for equipment. And another thing that people don't realize, if you're running mid-bass drivers, there are not that many high-power 8s on the market available with a voice coil big enough to be able to handle the heat. So just off the top of my head, in 8-inch, mid-bass only, we're not talking about subwoofers, you have the Ground Zero Yellow Basket, the PRV 700 MBs, Neos, you have the Euphoria Expert Carbon 8-inch mid-bass, you have the Hertz 200L, I don't think the Fatale Pro 8 can take that much power. In 10s, you have a lot more choices in 10s. Just off the top of my head, in 10-inch, that can handle a ton of heat. Fatale Pro RS350, Ground Zero, Yellow Basket 10, Euphoria Expert Carbon 10-inch mid-bass, PRV 1000 MB. I don't want to forget anybody. Bema Power IX 3-inch voice coil, it's a monster. There's a lot of really good 10-inch mid-bass drivers out there. So you have to figure out how much airspace you have, what you could afford as far as subwoofers and amplifiers. The mounting rings to go either way are about the same. It's about $200 a set. Whether you're going to run sealed or ported, how much bag space you're willing to give up. And then if you're running subwoofers, you're going to need more airspace. Stock bag has less than 1 cubic foot. Let's say you run the Voodoo Game Changer bags, for example. They start at 1.8 cubic feet. So that's double the airspace of a stock bag. So it gives you a lot more room to work. And then these numbers make a lot more sense. So if you're running, let's say you're running the 8-inch Ground Zero Hydrogen series, then you could do 2 of them and port it, because it requires 0.74 cubes vented per woofer. So you double that, you're at just about 1.5 cubic feet. Then after the woofer displacement and the port displacement, you have a perfect fit. So you have 2 8s vented, port displacement, woofer displacement still works. or you can do a 10-inch with a larger port, and it all comes down to the numbers. So make sure you have enough airspace. And then I got these specs right off Voodoo's website. I got the woofer specs off Ground Zero's website. Like, you should do a little, you spend a little bit of time doing research to figure out before you spend any of your hard-earned money. Do some research to make sure that the woofers that you want to run work in the airspace that you're trying to run, that the port displacement is going to work. Just make sure before you spend any money, because it sucks once the bags are cut and everything's done and you choose the woofer. You should always choose the woofer based on all the other variables before you spend any money, because you want to make sure the woofer is going to work in the application that you put in. But the simple answer, if you break it down, me and Carl were talking about this morning, and his answer was 100% spot on. All things being equal, the simple answer: 2 8s in each bag will handle more power and play louder. 1 10 in each bag will handle a little less power but play lower. That's assuming that both bags are sealed and neither bag is ported. Once you port, the problem is a lot of these bags don't have enough airspace to do double 8s ported, but they do have enough airspace to do single 10s ported. So it's a simple answer. If you're running sealed bags, 2 8s in each bags will be louder on the same power than 1 10 in each bag if they're both sealed. Here at the shop, personal preference, if we run 2 8s in each bag, we keep it sealed, because I just explained to you that most of the bikes we do have stock bags, and there's just not enough airspace to port it and get it to play low. If we do 10s and the customer wants it to play low and doesn't mind giving up bag space, we'll do a 10 and a port. Normally the port ends up being around 3 inches, around a 3-inch port, 9 to 10 inches long. And then that gives us a tuning frequency around 45-50 hertz. So if you run 10s or 8s in the bags and you run them sealed, you can make mistakes and still get really good output, and it's easier to tune. If you port the bags, you're gonna get more output at certain frequencies, but then it's gonna be harder to tune, because you got to remember you're getting +3 or +6 dB around the tuning frequency of the port if you did it right. So then the music doesn't sound linear because you have this huge bump of extra bass. So now it requires some tuning to get everything to sound even, or certain songs are going to be way louder than other songs. But that's something for another video. I hope that this helps.